Alright, so for some more Pensy fun, I figured I'd pull out a set that I've had for a very long time. I've done videos of it before, but back when I reviewed it, the video quality was a little bit blurry, and it's just time to do a refresher on this train. This is the Pennsylvania Railroad's Congressional, the 1955 version. So this is the Golden Gate Depot set. They released 3 4-packs of cars for a total of 12 cars. I have 2 of the 3 4-packs, and I'm going to take you through the cars real quick. So up at the front we have one of the 2 Tuscan red GG1s painted specially to pull the Congressional and the Senator trains. Now these are painted for the promotion of the train, but in real life, you know, after some time, the Congressional was pulled by whatever GG1 was available, usually a Brunswick green one. And every now and then some P70s would end up in the consist, and also some head ends, just to meet demands. So we've got a modernized P70 coach up here. So, and then right behind that we have the coffee shop lounge. So this is a really cool car. If you look inside, you can see the table, kind of like a bar style table, where you could order your sandwich or coffee. And then over here we have some more seating and some people hanging out in the lounge area. So that's a really cool car. And then we come to some more coaches. This one is hidden by the platform, but this right here is the exact same kind of car. It's just a standard coach. And then we come to the full service dining car. There's no kitchen in here. This is just dining room tables. The blank area is a serving area. There's a table, a long table right behind the blank wall, and then there's some more dining room tables here. Then we come to the kitchen first class lounge. So this area with the small windows is the kitchen. You could look in there and see some kitchen tables. Eventually when I detail this set, I'll make those chrome instead of white. And then we come to the first class bar lounge area. So it's hard to see, but there's a bar right where my finger is. You can see the edge of a bar there. And then this is the first class lounge. And then we come to one of the more interesting cars in the consist. This is a conference parlor car. It's not a standard parlor. It actually has individual rooms. And these 2 windows here are one big room where you could have a conference or a meeting with several people. And then you come to these rooms here that would seat 3 or 4 people. And these rooms are conference rooms that you could book and have your meeting and conduct business while en route to Washington, D.C. or back to New York. So a really cool car, really cool concept. I haven't really seen any other train with a car like this. So really interesting. And then we come here to the parlor section of the train. And you can see each of the parlor cars has a name on it. This is Casimir Pulaski. And you can see the swivel chairs in there. Oh, by the way, the conference parlor, the name is Thomas A. Edison. We all know who that is. And then the last car is the parlor observation. So the front section of the car is regular parlor seating. It's named George Washington. And then here is another lounge section in the back of the train, in the observation area, or the solarium area. And then we have the drumhead, which is flickering. So this set's, let's see, there we go. Cool. So next we'll check out a pre-war train. Okay, so now we're going to run some Fleet of Modernism stuff. So as you can see, my Broadway Limited observation car is here, and that's because we're not going to run the Broadway Limited. I've done several videos of that one before. So what I want to do is run basically any other Fleet of Modernism consist from the time period, from the really late 30s into the early 40s. So we're going to just leave this observation car here. And in place of the observation car, we have a 12-1 sleeping car. And you notice this 12-1 has a name, Robert Morris. The Pullman 12-1 sleeping cars that had names on the side of them were used as the last car on a train that did not have a regular observation car. So you could see the marker lanterns I put on there. So unfortunately the lights blew out, so I gotta replace the lights, which I'll do at some point in time. Not too worried about it right now. But this car is used in place of the observation car. And we have another 12-1 sleeper over here. And as you can see, it does not have a person's name on it. It just says lawmaker. So this one could be used anywhere in the consist. So I thought it looked cool right up against the other one. And then we have the rest of the Fleet of Modernism cars. The sleepers, diners, and lounges were pretty much found throughout the Pennsy fleet. The only exception really being the Harbor Series lounges were used specifically on the Broadway. But I don't have anything to replace this car with, so we're going to keep it right there. And then another car that was not used on the Broadway were these 12.5 Brooks Series duplex sleepers. These were never on the Broadway, but they were on all the other Fleet of Modernism trains. So, and then we have a few more sleepers and head-end stuff. So what we're going to do now is just get to running the train, and you'll get to see in just a second what I'm using to pull it. A Lionel Legacy Pennsylvania Railroad S1 duplex. This is the American Railroads version that I very briefly filmed a little over a month ago.
Airfish good, ready to pull.
So I'm still breaking the engine in. You heard a little bit of squeak on it. And also, when I run this train really fast, it tends to separate. So I'm still kind of breaking in these Fleet of Modernism cars. I know I've had them for a long time, but I don't run this set that often. I really want to keep it new, and I really want to run it on a permanent layout, which, you know, you've seen what I've done to the garage, so that will be up and coming in the future. But I just wanted to point out real quick before I end the video that I did a little reading on the American Railroads S1 being at the World's Fair, and during its time at the World's Fair, it was transferred back to Altoona for some maintenance, and after the maintenance was done, they tested it out on some of the Pennsylvania Railroad passenger trains. So there's documentation of the American Railroads S1 pulling the Manhattan Limited at least once, and I'm pretty sure it pulled a couple of the other Fleet of Modernism sets as well, just to test it out. And that lasted just a couple of weeks, and then it was brought back to the fair to be put on display. So there is some prototypical basis for using an American Railroads S1 to pull a pre-war passenger train. And I thought that was pretty cool, and I just wanted to share that. So I've got one more video coming up right after this with Pensy stuff. We're going to do the post-war Broadway Limited and some other post-war passenger stuff. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments section. Bye-bye. Little bonus for you guys. Beautiful brass doodlebug here by Sunset. It's a little glitchy. I've had to open it up and work on it a few times, but it's getting there, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, a little blurry that way.